Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you being here with me. Those of you who are here faithfully, I'm grateful. So, if you saw yesterday's video, you might remember me saying something about, I don't know, for some reason I was pretty convinced that the reading was about somebody's job. Maybe because I have been, looking for a job and considering a new job. Or maybe just because somebody else is and Spirit was speaking to more than just myself. Because I truly try to make these readings about other people and not about myself. Just to make that clear, that when I sit down here, I don't intend to do a reading for myself. I intend for it to be you, for the collective, all of us. Anyway, if you saw yesterday's reading, you might remember me saying something about your old employer might be wanting you to come back, or there might be another opportunity that will present itself. And I said something about always leaving the door open because something better could come along. Well, if you've been following my videos daily, then you know that I just accepted an offer from a company. And I was supposed to start a new position on Monday. Well, what you don't know is, and I did mention that I had applied for several jobs, and that we had that day when it said that we were going to create a beautiful new job for ourselves. And then the very next day, I was given this offer. And it was like offers were coming in from everywhere for me. They were just coming in all day long. Offers, offers, offers. Well, I had already applied and interviewed for 4 or 5. And I was made an offer, so I accepted it because I was needing a job. And it wasn't a bad position at all. In fact, it's still, something to consider. However, as predicted in the reading, I was made another offer yesterday afternoon. Real late in the afternoon, at nearly 5 o'clock. And it was the offer that I actually really, really wanted. And there was a big block to that offer. And it had to do with me getting my background check completed. Because I couldn't find the registration to my car. And when I called the DMV to ask to purchase a copy of it, which should have been very simple. I should have just been able to go online and order a copy of my registration. They said that I couldn't get it because of my husband's truck, the one that was totaled after his death. And there was no way I could get that taken care of quickly because I was at the mercy of the insurance company that totaled it out. And I think I got the copy of the accident yesterday from the insurance company. When I went to open it, I wasn't able to. I had to create an account to open it. So I haven't had a chance to go through that process yet. But once I finally do get the accident total for it being totaled, where they paid me for the truck being totaled, and it shows the date that it was totaled, which was way back in October of last year, I'll be able to then take that to DMV and get my registration straightened out, which has to be straightened out because it's about to expire the end of September. Well, when the man called me yesterday, I started not to answer because all I really had to say to him at that point, as far as I knew, was I'm not going to be able to take your offer because I've taken another offer. But something told me to answer it and be professional and give him the courtesy of knowing that I wanted the job desperately, but I couldn't get the information for him in a timely manner, so I took another position. So I answered the call, And he's such a nice man, and so is the woman. I interviewed with 2 managers of a human services agency that they run group homes and have other services also in addition to the group homes. But the position that they were looking to fill was for a manager over like 5 or 6 group homes in a town nearby. So I answered, and he said, "Hey, how have you been?" Chit chat, that kind of thing. And I said, "Well, I'm glad you called me because I've been having to deal with Dana, the receptionist, and I don't know how much she's communicated with you what's been going on with my situation, but I wanted to explain it to you myself because it's kind of complicated." And he said, "Yes, we've been getting your, emails. They've been forwarded to us, and we were aware of what was going on." And he said, "We really were impressed with you, and we really wanted to hire you." And I said, "And I really wanted to be hired. It was my number 1 choice of places that I've interviewed for. And I don't know why this happened, that I wasn't able to get that information that you needed. And I apologize for, holding you up in your interview process so that you could move on to somebody else." And he said, "Well, we wanted you, and so we went higher up the chain and got some higher level management involved, like the owner of the company or whatever. And they told us to go ahead and make you an offer." And I was like, "What?" And he said, yeah, they told us to go ahead and make you an offer. So if you're still interested in the position, I've been given the authority to go ahead and make you an offer. And I said, "Well, I'll be honest with you because that's the way I am. I'm honest." And he said, "I want you to be." And I said, "He actually lives in this neighborhood where I live," which is even crazier because it's like an hour away where we'll be working. But it's all highway, so it's a straight shot. It's not a lot of traffic, and it doesn't take long to get there. Anyway, I said, I've already taken another position, and I'm scheduled to go ahead and start on Monday. And I don't think I told him when I was starting. I just said I've already accepted another position. And he said, "Well, I've been given the authority to hire you, and I'm going to go ahead and make you the offer anyway, and I'm going to let you decide what you want to choose." And so he told me the salary. It's a salaried position, whereas the other job was hourly. It's got full benefits, whereas the other one didn't have a lot of benefits involved. And it's a good salary because it's a management position. It's like top management. I'll be in the top management, which is what I have most of my experience is in managing people, supervising people, and that's what I'll be doing is supervising the supervisors of these group homes to make sure that they're being run legit, that things are being, kept on the level that the people are being taken care of. And I'll also be responsible for making sure that they have their funding in place yearly. And I was just, I didn't know what to say, that they would go to that length to want to hire me. Just humbled me greatly. And I was like, wow, this is really an amazing offer. And I said, I have to let this other company know if I'm not going to be working for them because they have to find somebody else. They're expecting me to begin working with them. And he said, well, let's do this. Don't make a decision right now. He said, take the weekend to think it over and get back to me on Monday and let me know what you want to do. And, you know, whatever you decide, we'll understand. He said, but we do really want to have you on our team. And then the very next thing that started happening is I started doubting myself. Like, oh, I'm not good enough for this position. Like, this is such a huge responsibility. And who am I to take on that kind of... like, I started having doubt about myself. And feeling like I should take the lesser opportunity because it would be easier. And it would be harder in some ways because it would have been a lot more work. The position that I've been offered yesterday is a lot of work as well. It's a different kind of work. It's a managerial type, supervising, supporting. Because when I supervise as someone who is a servant, as someone who is supporting you so that you can do your job. And if someone calls out, then I have to take their place because somebody has to work that night or that day or whenever. And so there will be a huge responsibility for me to make sure that everything stays moving and stays positive. And it just felt like way too much for me yesterday. But I was glad he gave me the weekend, so I thanked him, and I told him that I would definitely be in touch Monday afternoon to let him know what my decision was. And I said, but I will tell you that there's probably not a decision to be made here. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I want to work for you. But I appreciate that you're going to give me some time to let this other company know what I've got to do here. And it'll also give me another week because he said based on the training that it would probably be another week before I could actually get started, which will affect my money just a little bit, but not enough to, you know, matter because my bills will all be paid. It'll just be my spending money that'll be affected, and that's not a big deal. I've lived with nothing for a long time throughout my life, various times in my life. All right, let's get a prayer. The songs that came through for this reading will Rise Above This by Seether and Can't Go On Without You by Kaleo. And I will also say that I had intended to do a reading about a little boy who has gone missing in Georgia. And I'm still going to do that reading, but Spirit had other plans for this reading because when I asked for the song for the little boy, I got Arms of the Angel by, what was her name? I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, that song came to me organically. It didn't come through me using my, playlist. It came to me organically. I had seen a video yesterday about this little boy's disappearance, and I watched 12 minutes and 12 seconds of the video before the reader began to pull cards. And I listened to, the story of how this little boy disappeared and how his father had been arrested for reporting a false crime and providing false information. So right now they're not saying so, but in my mind and spirit, the father is the suspect. And I do feel that the little boy is probably not alive. But I would like to do a reading on that. And I'm going to do that reading separately from this one. And I'll provide a link to the other reader because I wanted us to compare notes to see what they get compared to what I get. Just, because that's the way Spirit is. Spirit likes it when we get 2 and 3 witnesses. Alright, so anyway, back to this reading. May I have a prayer, please? Thank you for bearing with me through all of that. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Christy, and I'm, like it says in my description box, just a country girl from North Carolina who loves Spirit and loves people. And in this particular reading, it sounds like you have had a breakup and you feel like you can't go on without that person. or something's happened and you feel like you can't go on without that person. Because the song is actually about a suicide. Rise Above This by Caesar. But the other song, Kaleo, that was I Can't Go On Without You. Caesar was Rise Above This. I can't go. I mean, it could have been a death. I could be reading about the little boy, but that's not what I'm feeling. All right, Spirit. The song for the death was Arms of the Angels. Why am I saying death? He's just missing. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. So maybe I am reading about this little boy. We'll see. I'm going to just see what comes out. All right, Spirit, how do you want to go forward here? Show me how to go forward here. I want to start out with... What do I want to do, Spirit? Let's get virtues. Let's get virtues. Spirit, how are you working in this situation, in this collective? May I see, please? Clean slate this morning. Nothing on my mind to read about. Just reading whatever the energy brings. What are you showing me this morning, Spirit? It has something to do with rising above this, and I can't go on without you. May I have virtues, please? I feel like there's an aspect of honesty to this. There it is right there. Honesty. There's integrity involved in this. Being content. A lot is involved in this. Wisdom. You've learned a lesson and it involves integrity and being content. Faith. Somehow your faith is affected here. Your money and your loyalty. With honesty and courage as well. A lot of stuff going on here, Spirit. I'm going to put honesty on the board because it is part of the reading. Alright, so what we have here, once again, in case you didn't hear me the first time, is integrity, content, wisdom, faith, stewardship, honesty, courage, loyalty. Okay? That's how Spirit's working in our lives in this reading. Now, I want to pull Energy Oracle cards. May I see from the Energy Oracle what it is that we're dealing with here, Spirit? What is it we're dealing with? We have walking away and the third chakra. Knowing that I can, I can do this. I am able to do this. Care and connection and walking away. I can walk away from this person. You know, I can't go on without you. I can go on without you. A man holding a heart and a caring connection. Oh, you're in love with somebody, or somebody's in love with you. All right, what's the message here, Spirit? Somebody's got some anxiety going on, and there's a lack of appreciation. You're coming out of a place of a large amount of anxiety, and you're expanding. Your world is expanding. There's a lack of appreciation, and you're coming out of anxiety. Or maybe you're finally, I don't know, let's see what it says. We have 15, 18, and 29. Anxiety is worry and distress, but when it's in reverse, finally you're getting relief. This nightmare of a card reversed could mean one of two things. Either a recent problem is on its way out, causing you to feel more relaxed, or you have mastered the old habit of worry and have freed yourself from the anxiety within. Either way, anxiety reversed is a good omen of more relaxed and peaceful times to come. Maintain a trusting attitude and let the difficulties and fear thoughts fade away into the distance. So you're letting go of anxiety over a situation. And it's got something to do with appreciation in reverse. Let's see what appreciation in reversed is. The appreciation card reversed is warning that you're missing some important opportunities. You've lost your sense of gratitude and have gotten caught up in the prickly brambles of negativity and possibly even despair. Stop focusing on what you don't have, even if it seems to be a lot. Instead, find something to appreciate about yourself and your life. Choose to focus on the little things with gratitude and acknowledgement. Your refusal to appreciate even the small pleasures will cause them to drop from your hands and keep you stuck in some of your problem patterns, causing you to lament your lack even more. Let go of this negative focus and spend some time every day acknowledging what you have to be grateful for. Remember, the more you appreciate your life, the more your life will appreciate and value. So you're no longer going to be anxious, and you're in a place of negativity, and you feel this sense of loss, this sense of I can't go on without you. I will rise above this, but I can't go on without you. These cards couldn't fit the songs more perfectly. I'm rising above this, but I'm not happy about having to do it. That's kind of the feel this has. And then number 29, the world, which is about our expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision. He's on a dock. And contemplate some much broader options. Remember, you were not looking at options in this lack of appreciation. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big, as they say. The world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. What you don't see coming is you have a lot of options available to you, but you're not seeing them because of your lack of gratitude. So it's very important right now that you get out a piece of paper, or you get the notepad on your phone, or whatever you have to use, and you physically write out what you're grateful for. We have to have gratitude in our lives, or what we have, we will lose. But when we have gratitude, Spirit will bring more to our what? To our door. Spirit will bring more to your door when you have gratitude. But there's a lack of gratitude here. It's like you're over the anxiety of whatever you've lost. You're no longer anxious about it anymore. You've gotten to a place of acceptance with this loss, but you don't have any appreciation for you're not content. You're very much not content, and it has to do with your faith, your money, your integrity, your wisdom, being honest, having courage, and your loyalty. And my solar plexus is so blocked that I feel like I can't even belch. Ugh. Okay. So now we see what's going on somewhat here. That's like the skeleton of what's happening here. Alright, so now we're going to look a little deeper. Let's see how Spirit's working in our home lives. We're going to kind of do what we've been doing this week, going through home life, work life, or how Spirit's working in your life. You'll see. Home life, Spirit. May I see how you're working in our home lives here? Good, strong answers only from the universe for this reading. Good, strong answers that fly out of the deck, so we know they're coming from you. Alright, we got some cards here. This is your home life. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I see my parents as tiny children who need love. So somehow your parents are a problem here. I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. So you have a lot going on in your home life. You're having to go beyond other people's fears and limitations. You're having to know that you're beautiful and everybody loves you. Your parents, you're seeing your parents as tiny children who need love. Or reverse any roles you need to. Okay? And as I say yes to life, life says yes to me. I'm open and receptive to new avenues of income. And that's what we had with the World card, with the expansion. Maybe you're going to expand your network to the internet. And make money that way. Alright, work life, Spirit. How are you working in our work lives? May I see, please? Good, strong answers only, please, from the universe. Thank you. Divine wisdom guides me. We have wisdom here. So you're being guided by divine wisdom. And you're realizing you're totally adequate for the situation that you find yourself in. And you're going to love and approve of yourself. You're not going to seek approval from others. You're not going to be an approval seeker. You're going to seek your own approval. What makes me truly happy here? Okay. Alright. What's our surprise for today, Spirit? May I see our surprise for today? What is our surprise for today? Whoop. That I'm in the process of positive change. Somebody has blue-handled scissors. And you might make like paper mache or something paper, like you could be a teacher, could wear glasses, you could have some red rimmed glasses. Also, my work is deeply fulfilling. So your surprise for today is that I'm in the process of positive change and my work is going to be deeply fulfilling. That's your surprise. Alright, what about your love life? What's going on in our love life, Spirit? Love life. I am willing to forgive. So there's somebody that you're going to have to be willing to forgive. It could be your parents, because you have situations going on with parents over here. Or it could be your children, reverse any roles. Alright, what's our role today? Well, that didn't take but a second. Spirit's like, I know your role. Okay. Our role is, I am willing to change. Being willing to change. And what your surprise is that you're in the process of this change. Alright, and so you will be willing to change. This is your role. Spirit says, all I want you to do today is be willing to change. Alright, and what's going to be the outcome of today? All things considered. What's going to be the outcome of today? Outcome for this collective for today. There we go. I love it when that happens. You're going to express your creativity today. Spirit wants you to express your creativity. And I am worth loving. You're going to know you're worth loving and you're going to express your creativity. That's beautiful. I release all criticism on the top of the deck. I release all criticism. Alright, so now we know what's going on in aspects of our lives from that perspective. Let's look at what Moonology has to say about the situation. Moonology by Yasmin Bolin. I think that we're in the Libra moon right now. The moon is in the sign of Libra. Emotions are running high. Work through your fears. And the songs would indicate somebody who has a lot going on emotionally. You are good enough. Work through your fears. One more time. For some reason, this card, it's got wax. That's why. The energy is gaining momentum. Somehow it got candle wax on it. Alright, let's start over here. One more time. Luck is on your side. Work through your fears. Alright, home life, Spirit. It's time to take action at home. Spirit says it's time to take action. Go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Say yes to life and it will say yes to you. You're going to be open and receptive to new avenues of income, and you're going to see your parents as tiny children who need love. I have compassion for my parents' childhoods. I now know that I chose them because they were perfect for what I had to learn. I forgive them and set them free, and I set myself free. Okay? It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. You could be dealing with an Aries or have an Aries placement, or it could be just a transit. Alright, how about work life? How are you working in our lives? Believe in the impossible. Prosperity lies ahead. Alright. Surprises. Oh, that flew out. I love that. Don't let your past hold you back. You're not going to let your past hold you back anymore. Alright, love life. Balance your spirituality with practicality. I'm willing to forgive. So, in your love life, maybe you have been a bit too fanatical. Maybe you've been fantasizing a little bit too much. Pisces is here. Be careful that you're not living in your head and that you're in reality when it comes to your love life. Be practical. Balance your spirituality. Balance your belief in this spiritual connection situation with being practical. What's really happening in your life. Not what would you like to have happen, or what is your faith showing you that's going to happen. But look at practically what is happening also. Or whatever that means to you. It may not even be about a romantic relationship. It could just be about you being willing to forgive, because there's somebody in your life that you want to forgive. But you have to still be practical. In other words, this person, even though you're forgiving them, that doesn't mean that you have to saturate yourself with their presence. You can still have very good boundaries with them. Okay? Alright. And what's our role today? Oops. We have a lot to do today from this deck. A personal issue is going to reach resolution. Cancer's here. Don't forget now, you're going to be willing to change. Expect powerful change. Expect powerful change. There's an eclipse that's significant somehow. And nothing is yet set in stone. Your role is to be flexible. Don't be certain about anything. You're going to reach a resolution in a personal issue, and you're going to expect powerful change. Nothing is set in stone yet, though. Okay? Alright, and what's going to be the outcome? That the energy is going to gain momentum. And what do you need to release? There's something you need to let go of. And you're going to express your creativity and realize that I am worth loving. That's going to be the outcome. The energy is gaining momentum. What do I need to release? Waning and waxing moon are here. So it's like the beginning and the end, right before and right after the full moon. And you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. I'm going to put this here. You're close to achieving your goal. Remember, nothing is set in stone. You're close to it being a goal that's achieved. You're going to get the momentum you need energetically to release something. To finally let this go. And that's what's happening. Don't let your past hold you back. That's your surprise. You're not going to let your past hold you back. I think the surprise is that you're going to let this go and be willing to forgive. And it's a huge thing. It's not a small thing that you're forgiving. Alright, let's see how this happened. Shall we see how this happened, Spirit? May we see, please? May we see how this happened? There's a lot going on here. Whoever you are, there's a lot going on in your life. A lot. This is all of us. And some of this may apply to you and some of it may not. So only take what resonates. Show me how this happened, Spirit. It had to do with your occupation. Alright. What's being hidden? That somebody's a false person. Your family room is involved. And there's an official person. So secretly, there's somebody who's not being honest. They're a fake. They're a phony. Your family room is here. There's somebody fake in your family. And they're pretending to be an official person in your family. Whoa. So this involves your family and your job. You have a false person, a family room, and an official person. Somebody is pretending to be someone they're not. And they're close to you, and they're able to get into your house secretly. So maybe you don't know this. Number 8, number 21, and number 22. So that could be a significant date. Your age could be 34 or 43. Somehow in the number 7 is here. We have 8, we have 3, and we have 4. 7, 8, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, so what's being shown? A mature man with high honor in the courthouse. There's a mature man who could be an attorney. They get high honor, though. They're very well respected. And then for some reason they're having to go to court, or they somehow are involved with court. Alright, what's going to happen next? They could be a judge. There's going to be change. Remember, expect powerful change. Didn't we see that somewhere? Yeah. Your role is this powerful change. Clarify the powerful change. Can we get some clarity? It has to do with a thief. So, somebody has been stealing. A gift is here on the bottom of the deck. So, somebody could have stolen a gift. So, this is about your job, a false person, your family room. So, the place in your house where you invite people who are very close to you, who are, you know, this is like your den. It's not a formal room, but this is a fake person or a false person in your family room. And there's also an official person. That's what's being hidden, is a false person in your family room and an official person. So this person could live with you. And you might be officially with them, but they're false. They're not the real person. They're not really this official person. And what's being shown is that they are a mature man who has a lot of respect, and they're somehow having to go to court. And there's something that's going to change because somebody is a thief. They stole a gift. There's a main male and some unexpected income. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Let's see if we can find out anything from the breakup deck. It doesn't have to, this doesn't really have to be, there's a divine union and new love. Somehow it's somebody you might know from work, or you might work from home. Alright, show me how this happens, Spirit. Let them go. Let them go. Alright. It happened because of your job, and let them go. So maybe somebody fired you. What's being hidden is that somebody has a new love that's not a divine union. They have somebody new, and it's not a divine union. Or maybe it is a divine union. But here we have a false person, a family room, and an official person. Somebody has a new love. And let's read these all in the upright. You have a new love that's a divine union. But you're living with the wrong person. Officially. And what's being shown is this mature man with a lot of respect at the courthouse. And something's going to change because somebody's a thief. Alright, what's being shown? You have a new love secretly that's a divine union. Somebody's jealous because of you having a fling. Alright, what's going to happen next? Somebody's going to be divinely guided. What's going to be divinely guided, Spirit? For somebody to feel helpless, like they're not for you, you need to take it slow because it's not the right time. That's what's going to happen next. You're being divinely guided to feel helpless and like this is not for you, so you have to take it slow because it's not the right time. And there's somebody that you need to let them go, and it could be somebody at work. You might have to fire somebody. Or you just might have somebody at work. How is occupation involved here? You moved on because I didn't choose you, or I chose you and you made a mistake. Your work is involved because you've moved on. I choose you in reverse, but let's read them upright. I choose you. You moved on, but I chose you, and you made a mistake. That's why your job is here. Let them go. You moved on, but I chose you, and it was a mistake. And occupation could just mean something you were working on, and you had to let them go. Moved on. I choose you, but I feel like this is a mistake. What's being shown is that this is a new love and maybe not a divine union. Clarify divine union. Why is divine union here? It came out in reverse because it's a friendship that's somebody incomparable and you want to make them prove it. This new love is a friend that is incomparable. Like, they're like nobody you've ever met. But why do you want to make, what do you want to make them prove? It has to do with you stalking to see if they're dating somebody. So you think this person's dating somebody else. What's the truth? Are they dating somebody else? The truth is that they're missing you, they're angry and unfazed, and there's needing to be an apology. They've been missing you. Oh, wait, only you. Unsent messages? Okay. The truth is that I've written you several texts, but in the end I chicken out. It's only you. I'm not seeing anyone else, if that's what you're wondering. You can't say it any clearer than that. I'm missing you. I've never missed anyone in my life as much as I miss you. I'm angry at myself and sometimes you for how things turned out. And I'm unfazed by our separation since I wasn't emotionally invested. This is not true. Or maybe they're angry because you seem unfazed. That could be the case. I think that they want to tell you that they're angry because you act like you could care less, and I miss you, and I'm not seeing anyone else. Show me why they're jealous of the flings, because they're on the verge of telling you how they feel about this. And what would they say? Let's see what they would say. That somebody's worth waiting for. Wow. If they could send a text message and tell you what they're on the verge of telling you, what would they say? They would say, I love the way you love me. My feelings are on E. You're a fucking asshole, and is the grass greener? With, what am I going to do with you, seriously? And what would you respond back to them? You have me confused with someone else. If only you knew how much I care about you. So yeah, the grass isn't greener. And I know your fine ass is not single. So they're convinced you're dating someone else. But you're not. Oh, they know you're not single. I'm falling in love with you and I don't trust you. No shit. They want a booty call and they reread all of your text messages. What a complicated situation this is. Whoever you are. Alright, let's see if we can find out a little bit more about how this happened. You were closed off, guarded, and resistant. We see that over here by you being unfazed. Your higher self is here with you not having any growth last summer. Let's see what your higher self wants to say. Somebody's spying, and we saw that over here. They're trying to see if you're dating anyone else. Are you talking to anyone else online? Alright. What is your higher self saying to you? Trust. You are not alone. Alright. What is the higher self saying about this being closed off? Success. So maybe you were focused on work. Your higher self says you're going to have success where you feel like you've been a failure. You're not a failure. You're a success. So somehow you've been closed off, guarded, and resistant because you feel like a failure. But your higher self is saying you're a success. Why was there no growth this summer, higher self? Because somebody needed to listen and overcome some obstacles. And what did they need to hear while they were listening? You could have red hair. You could even have blue highlights in your hair. What did they need to hear while they were listening? Or what did they hear? What is listen about, Spirit? May we see, please? Nature. You were listening about nature. What do you mean, nature? You were getting a different perspective about nature. So you were listening to nature and you were getting a new perspective. And you began to go with the flow. That's the growth. That's the growth that you did not get this summer. You needed to listen. You needed to get yourself grounded or listen to nature. Listen, get yourself grounded and get a new perspective. What's the new perspective they were supposed to get? The light, and you are not alone. You were supposed to see the light and that you are not alone. And have patience. Alright? And what was the outcome for how this happened? Higher self. You needed to clear your energy. You gained acceptance. And you had fear. The outcome was fear, acceptance, and clear your energy. Alright, well, what's being hidden? Your worthiness. You don't know your worth. And that help is on the way. Somehow you're connected to deer. I had one laying in the backyard a while ago. You might have brown hair with highlights or red hair with like an auburn color hair with highlights. Somebody is reaching out their hand to help you. You don't know your worth secretly. Alright? Secretly you don't know how worthy you are and that help is on the way. Alright, what's being shown, higher self? What's being shown here? What is our higher self showing us? To take the first step. Alright? And what will be the outcome if we take the first step? You're being divinely guided to feel helpless and to realize that something's not for you. To take it slow. not the right time. All right.
If you take the first step, you'll be going in the right direction. You'll have direction. Your dreams keep coming out in reverse and setting boundaries. And it dawned on me yesterday that
You don't realize that there's a dream.
it's coming true. You're in the right direction. Take the first step. You'll know the direction to take. You
have a dream that's coming true. You're going to set boundaries and use your intuition. Awesome. All right, that makes sense to somebody. Perfect sense. Sorry for the interruption. That was my daughter. The same one that interrupted the reading yesterday. Somehow children and parents are involved in this. I can't even remember what I was doing. I think I was trying to decide what to do next. I don't think I had finished. Yes, I had. Spirit, I need you to take control here. Let's look at Tarot. Use the red cards. Alright, how are you working in this very complex situation? The Hanged Man is here. Remember perspective? Seeing this from a different perspective? You're in Hanged Man. Pisces is here. This can also be a Virgo. And in my school of thought, it can be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Because it's a card of thinking. A very deep thinking in my school of thought. So it could be a Libra card. Anyway, it's naturally considered a Pisces or a Virgo. Alright, so show me what's the energy to overcome. Because you're stuck. There's Libra right there for you to see the truth. And what's going to pull it together? You've got to see the truth. You're going to be patient. Sagittarius is here. And there's going to be a tower on the bottom of the deck. You're going to finally see this from a different perspective. We have a thief here. We have a false person here. Oh, this is a very complex reading. I hope you're getting all of this. Alright, so let's find out what's going on with the Tarot. I'm going to go with... What Tarot do we use, Spirit? We're going to use the blue deck, the Psychic Tarot. Why is the Hanged Man here? May I see, please? Because of conflict and defeat. 5 of Wands. And your stability, the base chakra. So somehow you feel defeated. And it could be about work, a job. Here comes another freaking distraction. Alright, show me why the Hanged Man's here, please. Why is the Hanged Man here? Because of the Emperor. There is somebody in authority here. They are a very powerful masculine energy. Aries is here. This energy is somebody who is in charge of other people. They have an empire. They are all of the kings combined into one. They possess the qualities of each king. They don't necessarily have to have an empire in this day and time. They could just have a very strong presence in their community. They could be very popular. They're powerful. In one way or another, they're powerful. They may not even realize their own potential. But for some reason, they are having to be suspended by spirit in a place where they're kind of stuck so that they can learn empathy. So that they can learn how other people feel. And see this from a different perspective. Because the only way we can see things from a different perspective is if we experience them. So Spirit has this person experiencing something uncomfortable, most likely. Alright. Why is your judgment here? This is what you're going to have to see. It's your way of seeing this. You're having to overcome your way of seeing this. The universe, the world, the Six of Cups, wisdom, and the waiting game. I think wisdom is the Hierophant. So, the universe is about things being over. You having memories, learning a lesson about keeping somebody waiting. The waiting game. This is the energy to overcome. The end of the, you have a lot of fond memories. You've learned a lesson. I think this is the Hierophant, but let me make sure, because it could be a Virgo vibe. Let's see. Somebody has a dog. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This card illustrates that there's a spiritual teacher who's about to influence you or step into your life to impart his or her wisdom. Look around. Is there someone in your life who has the acumen, education, knowledge, and ability to integrate spirituality and its laws into the constraints of the physical world? This could be a compassionate person who offers guidance and inspiration and reminds you that you're so much more than a physical being. You're also a spiritual being with unlimited potential. You may have also drawn this card to confirm that it's time to reach out and find an organization or group of like-minded souls. Being part of a group where you can be yourself, share your thoughts, and get valuable feedback can infuse you and encourage you to be all that you can be. Kindred support helps you live life to your highest ideals, finding the true inspiration and enlightenment that's part of your soul. Over time, the student often becomes the teacher, so don't be surprised when others seek out and find you. This card of wisdom is letting you know that you have so much to share, whether you realize it or not. And yes, it's the Hierophant. And the waiting game is also here. And I want to tell you what that is. The waiting game. The Minor Arcana waiting game. Give me just a second to find it. Memories of love. You may find yourself walking down memory lane at this time. This nostalgic card could indicate that an old friend or acquaintance from the past may step back into your life, or it could even resurrect a loving image from days gone by. Does this person, these happy forgotten memories or those innocent childhood memories, encourage you to recall and welcome the energy of love? Is there a message or lesson from this fond recollection that could benefit you in your present life? The number 6 card relates to support, dedication, unity, and a need for balance in the areas of emotion and love. Your heart and soul is asking you not to dwell in the past, but use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you in the here and now. So, it's like there's been an ending. Let's just go ahead and see what's being said here. Completely being said here. You've come far on your journey, and it's time to be rewarded for your efforts. This card symbolizes completion, triumph, peace, liberation, and fulfillment. Everything you've strived for is within your reach. Meet it halfway and grab it. The universe is the last of the major arcana cards and reflects the work that you've accomplished on your travels. But more importantly, it represents the wisdom that you've gained along the way. You should now honor and acknowledge the truly wonderful soul that you are and accept the vital part that you play in the bigger scheme of life. The world is yours to command, and you're free to travel it whatever direction your heart desires. You're connected to everything in the cosmos. The universe card is a reminder that the same energy making up the stars in the sky, the same energy that's coursing through the universe, is in each and every individual. In ancient times, many believed that each star was the soul of one person. That they also believed that these souls shine so brightly to guide others through the darkness, and so too can you, wise soul. So you are somebody who has become very wise, but you're waiting for something, and that's the part that I'm trying to help you understand. This is the part that you're stuck on, this waiting part, the waiting game. And this is the Two of Wands. So you're at a crossroad of sorts. This card indicates that you've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas of your life, and you're now waiting for the results to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choice and decision. In the past, you may have been afraid of making decisions or choices, but now you're no longer held prisoner by this fear or the constraints of old beliefs. Expect the best and be open to limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let it change you. Remember who you are, the effort that it took to get to this point, and the gratitude you need to show the people who helped you. Stay on your spiritual path, for it will continue to guide you on the journey of your soul. This is where your lack of gratitude comes in. You are somebody who is being given a lot of authority, and Spirit is trying to help you to see this from the perspective of others that are maybe in your care. You have a lot of fond memories. You've learned a lot of lessons. In fact, you have mastered lessons here. And now you just need to know that good things are coming your way. But I don't think you see that good things are coming your way. That's the problem. And what's going to pull it together is your patience. So let's see what that stands for. Why is Temperance here? Because of your spiritual strength. This having to wait has caused you to be spiritually strong. And I think that came out in yesterday's reading also. And it's also helping you to build a very solid foundation in your life. What are you having to wait for? Good, strong answers only, please, from this deck. A Tower and hope. Disruption and hope. So in a sense, you're waiting for something bad to happen or destructive to happen. Maybe that's the problem, is you're waiting for destruction, and in fact, you have a tower here. Clarify the tower, the stars here, or the sun, actually, I think. We'll have to look it up. Why is disruption the tower here? Because of prosperity beginning and material and spiritual prosperity. This is an opportunity, an Ace of Pentacles, that's going to lead you to the Six of Pentacles. Equality. Equality in your material and spiritual prosperity. You're going to prosper. And it's going to begin with a new opportunity. That is the Tower. You having a new opportunity. Why is hope here? I don't know quite what that... It's either the star or the sun. Why is hope here, please? And good, strong answers only, please, for why you have hope for this new opportunity that leads to every... It's leading you to... It's leading to everything, but it's definitely leading to this. Okay, there's patience. The Lovers is here. You have to make a choice when it comes to rejoicing and celebrating. What's the choice you have to make? May I see, please? It's about conflict and defeat, your destiny, and your stability. So somehow you felt defeated. You were fighting with somebody about your destiny. You've been fighting your destiny because of your stability. You don't think you can have this stability, but you have a lot of passion for something or someone. So you're having to be tempered, balanced. Phew. What was I looking at? Okay, what's the tower on the bottom of the deck? You using your intuition. There's patience right there. So what is balance? Okay. It has to do with being deceived or jealous about something that's the truth that has you trapped in fear. Alright, I need to look at something. You're going to have public recognition also. I need to know what balance is. Patience is temperance, which is Sagittarius. And we have that here. You're using your intuition about patience. This card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. This can be in the area of how you think and work and how you handle school, recreation, the people of your life, or your spiritual path that's set before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You're an ethereal being in a physical body enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what this world has to offer. Why accept a life that's half lived? The patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. And see, that's what you're having to do over here. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one. All benefit. Listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You become more aware of the miracles around you as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating. So somehow you've lost faith in humanity, I think. And you're having to use your intuition. This is the High Priestess. You have powerful energy here, but you feel deceived by the truth. And it has you trapped in fear. Alright, now I want to know what, there's some cards that we have balance. I want to know what balance is. Number 11, balance. This card is justice. This is justice. So you're going to have justice and hope, which I also need to know what it is. 17. You're going to have justice that brings hope. Hope is the star. Yeah, you're going to have justice that brings hope. And it's coming through conflict about your destiny. Let's see what destiny is. See, these are cards that we don't have. We know what they are, but what are they really? Destiny is your wheel. This is a wheel. Good luck and fortune are now in your favor. A cycle of change, success, and growth is imminent. Life ebbs and flows in its natural journey, and the Destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing directly at you. What you sowed, you're about to reap. Open up your heart and accept and receive what you've earned. Opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. This is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues. You're being given the chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past, enabling you to move steadily forward in a positive direction. Holding on to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life is the key. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. With this card, take advantage of all opportunities. Act now. Take responsibility for your actions and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. Don't always rely on luck, however, for the wheel most definitely will turn again. Alright, so right now you're conflicted and feel defeated. You feel trapped in fear because you've been deceived about the truth. Alright, so now we want to know, what is the truth? What is the truth? The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. You have a lot of and it has to do with you moving on, being by yourself, and knowing that you can do this by yourself. And it's leading to a relationship, a foundation, and achievements. Knowing that you can do this by yourself. The truth is the truth. Let's see what that means. I'm sorry to have to read so much to you, but this deck is a very special deck, and it's telling you what you need to know. I don't think you are worried about me reading what they mean. I think it's helping you to understand something. Truth is your judgment. This is coming back to your judgment right here. Your judgment about moving on, being alone, and being able to do this. Somehow you need to move on, and you need to know that you can do this. My throat chakra's trying to close. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past. You remember you're being nostalgic? Along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive. Remember forgiving? Accept and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made. And that's one of the things that's going to happen. You're going to be willing to change so that you can heal and move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. But don't make any hasty decisions. And that's why you're Hanged Man, because you're being given the time to decide. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. Okay? Alright, so now let's see what's in your heart. What's the truth of your heart? The untold truth of your heart. There's fantasy and shock, upheaval. Fantasy and upheaval. So maybe you're breaking through some illusions. You're avoiding upheaval. So you're trying to avoid this tower moment, it looks like. You're trying to avoid this truth. You're pretending and you're having upheaval. Alright, show me the secrets of our heart, Spirit, for how this happened. What was the secret of our heart for how this happened? Fantasy is here and drifting. So you were slowly parting and disconnecting or detaching because of your dreams, a fairy tale, and your imagination. So you felt like this was a fantasy, so you were like drifting from it. You were clinging and you had a loss, okay? So you decided, this is a fantasy and I need to get away from it. All right, well, what was being hidden from you secretly? That you were like, someday, somewhere, another time, I'm shattered, I'm damaged, I'm brokenhearted and destroyed, and I feel misunderstood, like a victim, like a lost soul who's made mistakes. So secretly, you felt like one day, somewhere, another time, because you were so shattered, and you were misunderstood. All right, and what's being shown? That somebody has made you some vows, and they are being loyal to you. And what's going to happen next? You're going to roam wild, have a second chance, and it has something to do with distance. Clarify the second chance. It's about you being exhausted by your reflection, shared feelings. What do you mean? You're tired of these shared feelings you have. Divine Feminine is here. So you're tired of the feelings that you have, only you on the bottom of the deck. What's the other person's feeling? Harmony, friendship, but there's tension. Why is there tension, arguments, and stress here? Because somebody is pretending like they are shocked or going through some unexpected trouble. Why are they pretending about this? Because of an apology. Because they are sorry that they did this. Clarify the apology. They're hoping. What are they hoping for? That somebody said goodbye, had a resentment over a spiritual connection. They're sorry and they're hoping that you'll say goodbye because they have a resentment about a spiritual connection. And you're over here and you're like, I'm sick of this. You're tired of giving somebody a second chance. You're tired of constantly giving this person a second chance. And you're sorry, or somebody's sorry, and they're hoping about saying goodbye, resentment, and a spiritual connection. Why is farewell here? Because of somebody feeling trapped, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is trapped somewhere else. Damn it. You're using your intuition. What's going to be the outcome here? There's going to be confusion and they're going to be secretly admiring you. Why are they confused? Because they've reached their limit with setting boundaries. Who set boundaries? What do you mean setting boundaries? It has to do with getting high, chasing thrills, your inner knowing, telepathy, and intuition about a family triumph and security. It's basically like somebody set a boundary when it came to somebody getting high or using something to escape. Chasing thrills. They use their intuition about being able to get established. I can't get established while you're chasing thrills. There's no way to get established. I can't keep chasing after. That somebody set a boundary with you and you're confused as to why they did this because they felt like this was pointless. Why is Divine Masculine trapped? Because they won't let go of their pride. Their pride has them trapped. And eventually they're going to realize this. Divine Masculine, you have too much pride. Alright. Anything you can tell me about Divine Masculine out of here? There's interference. Can you clarify that? It's an addiction. All right, what's going on with Divine Feminine? Clarify this addiction. Whose addiction is this? It's protected. Why is it protected? Because you need to put away the computer. Why? Because somebody needs to accept this and take care of themselves. All right, what's going on with Divine Feminine over here? There's an apology. Why is an apology here? Because of trust. Remember, they kept saying that you were dating somebody else. Anything else with Divine Feminine? There's chemistry, balance, and regret. Oh, card in the wrong deck alert. And it's a tarot card at that. This is about boundaries, fighting for love. What do you regret, Divine Feminine? It has to do with money that you've spent. Forgiveness. So, you're sorry that you feel like this person can't trust you. You have chemistry with them. You were giving too much financially and you regret this. So you set boundaries. So how is this person going to react to your setting boundaries? It looks like they didn't react very well. It's fate. What is fate? That you all have time apart. And what's going to happen during this time apart? Somebody's going to be longing. What are they longing for? Good for you, Divine Feminine. If this person's got an addiction, good for you. That somebody's going to be unavailable and they're going to play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. You're going to be longing because this person is unable to give you all that you deserve, but you're going to have fun with them. You're going to be their friend, and you're going to learn a spiritual lesson. This is a new love, and you're going to have healing. Clarify the play hard. Something strictly sexual with abundance. Good God Almighty. Be patient. Clarify strictly sexual. Somebody's going to get a second chance. Somebody that was strictly sexual is going to have abundance and a second chance. Use your intuition. Leap of faith and healing. Clarify the second chance. There's going to be rejection. Go slow. There's a warning. Clarify the warning. You need to wait. So, okay. Take it as it resonates. Outcome of all of this. There's obstacles to true love, and somebody's in denial about new love. Why are they in denial? Because of a soulmate and mastering a spiritual lesson. They've learned all they can learn from the soulmate. Use your intuition. Outcome of the soulmate, a friendship, and having integrity and healing. Alright, anything else we need to know here? Twin flame, marriage, be patient, and have integrity. Alright, I think we're finally at the end of the reading now. I do want to try to give you some guidance, though. I'm sorry this has been excessively long, but as you can see, it is a very complicated situation that involves a few things. May we have one card, please? I keep getting the same ones, so I'm just going to take them. Exact same ones. Exact same ones. Spirit, you're something else. When you want something, you get it, baby. The Lioness, there's a Leo vibe here. Number 26, Lioness. Your ability to love yourself and be empowered is maturing. You're learning that the real beauty and value of you comes from within. You're learning to rise above emotional game playing with honesty. You can enjoy your attractiveness as a person without allowing it to control your life or your sense of self-worth. If others try to control you through their opinions about your appearance or in any other way, you will be strong enough to recognize it as their issue and nothing to do with you. Others will be attracted to your true inner beauty, appreciating your loveliness and enjoying how it helps them feel good about who they are too. I'm getting very hot, like I'm having a lot of passion. A warrior goddess. This is not a time to play it safe, nor is it time to allow another to take the lead in your life. You need to believe in yourself and trust that your instincts guiding you are correct. If you need to take action, do it. Speak up, say yes, say no. Trust your inner truth completely. Be bold. The universe will answer your boldest actions with affirmation, and you'll move through the consequences of your actions with grace and courage, ending up exactly where you're meant to be. You are ready. Life has been preparing you. Your experiences have made you strong and wiser. You have spirit and you have courage. Believe in yourself. You are a warrior goddess, an empowered divine woman. Trust that your foundations are strong. Put your faith in the universe. It has been your life coach and guide all along, helping you build up your inner resources, encouraging you to realize the power that has always been within you. The universe believes in you. When you feel it is time to take a step, take it with confidence. When you ask for help from the universe, ask with boldness and total confidence that your prayers will be answered in the best possible way. You have the right to require that your personal space be respected. You have divine permission and encouragement to claim your rightful place in the world. You are meant to say no to behavior that is dishonest, manipulative, and bullying. The warrior goddess uses her sacred anger to set a boundary and speak her truth, not to attack another. She uses her inner fire to live with integrity, even if the right choice is hard for her and frightening at the time. She knows that the universe has her back, so she is willing to be true to herself no matter what. She places integrity above all else. She knows that compromising her self-respect to win a battle will end up losing her the war. Number 18, Creatrix. Your soul is a divine creative fire. She wants to break free from what has been and give life to something new. You may experience this as a feeling of restlessness, of being confined, or as a craving for something more that you cannot quite articulate. Your soul doesn't want you to push that new life away. She wants you to embrace it. When you let go of your inhibition and freely express yourself, stagnant situations will be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy, which creates openness. Let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun, raw, and honest for you. It's time for you to experience something new. You have the need and the ability for creative self-expression, whether it's your look, your room, your art, your altar, your journal, or your life, and you need to be free to let the inspiration within find a way to take shape in the world. Some ideas will come together beautifully straight away, and some will need to be revised or released completely until you feel satisfied by the expression. Your creativity is most powerful and healing when it is true. It is not about someone else getting it or reaching some imaginary standard of perfection or making $1 million. The universe has a beautiful plan for your life. When we honestly and creatively express ourselves, we are playing with the universe and helping that beautiful plan to unfold. Some people won't understand the creative process, the importance of working from inner timing rather than external deadlines, or learning to be comfortable in the mess of possibilities before the inspired idea reveals itself to you. They may question your sanity or tell you that you aren't living in the real world. You know that the world created from our hearts is more valuable, beautiful, and real than any world created from fear. Creativity is such a gift. It is worth the price of being different and not always being understood. You are an inspiration. Don't hide your creative fire away. Let it burn bright and light up the world. spiritual ritual. Do at least 3 things today you wouldn't normally do. That could be walking backwards for a few moments, mixing up your routine, or trying a new exercise or way of sitting. It could be approaching your art or work in a way that feels more expressive of your soul. Enjoy the liberation of breaking free out of patterns, for you are taking a step towards the creative emergence of something new. And I don't know if you've noticed, but these candles, one burns hotter than the other, and it's been doing that the entire time. I know this is an extremely long video, and that's up to you whether or not you continue to watch it. If you did, yay, thank you, because Spirit has something else to say. Tend the fragile. Bring your monster flowers and defy gravity. Number 27, tend the fragile. Love keeps us close to the ground where we can feel the pulse of what needs tenderness, nurture, aid. When the world gets too loud, go into the silence of nature. Put your ear down to your soul and listen hard. That kind of grounding will nourish you and restore your wings. For when we tend to the delicate longings of our soul, we draw close to the love that we truly are. And bring your monster flowers. This is about you facing your fear. Whatever causes you to stay in fear is a monster. Could be uncertainty, overwhelm, conflict, new beginnings, risk, other people's approval, and the unknown. As long as you remain in fear, the monster has the power, but you become the master when you're able to claim the power back. Befriend uncertainty, shake hands with the unknown, give your new beginning a hug. Whatever shape the big scary thing takes, bring that monster some flowers, make an offering. Now is the time to know that on a soul level, you are bigger than any circumstance you will face. And defy gravity. They're facing something, and you need courage. This is the biggest reading I've done in quite a while. Impossible things happen every day. Just ask the hummingbird, who is an aerodynamic impossibility, a jeweled miracle. So are you. Every time you go beyond what has been proclaimed as possible, every time you escape the confines of should or shouldn't, every time you step beyond what is known to discover what gifts await you in the unknown, you are defying confines of normalcy and spreading your wings so your life can defy gravity. Now is the time to think in terms of the impossible becoming I'm possible. All right, let's pull some dice to see who Spirit's talking to. JLNNSD number 9W. TYFKETN number 1. DDPMDQO10. Then we have DDDMQPO10. NUTMOTM. So we have mom. We have nut. And then we have the number 10. Lots of M's. We have U. NLBIFDS number 7. This is the biggest reading I've done. I've been doing these quite frequently though lately. WFIOQWL number 2. I'm going to roll one more time. That's going to be it. BPLARRH11. Alright, may I have trinkets, please, for this reading? Because somebody is going to understand what I'm saying here. Trinkets, please, Spirit. And thank you for the success of this channel and letting it reach those who need to see it. Alright, I have a feather. You may have feathers somehow significant. You have a marble here. Looks like a cat's eye. I have an owl. I have a heart that says love. I have a mouse. I have horns. Horns up. I have a mermaid. I have an angel. Love and be loved. Live, laugh, and love. I have a ballerina. I have a cluster of grapes. I have a cat. I have a compass. An Eiffel Tower. A cute little high heel shoe. A piece of quartz crystal. I have a heart that's got a little flower on it. I have a mixed drink. I have I will. I have a peace sign. A flamingo. I have an eye, I think of Horus is what they call that. I have you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I have an angel. I have an owl. I have a little girl. Two swans connected. The word love. A yin and yang. I have an O, like for auto. I have a guitar. It's a little one, but it's there. I have health, happiness, and treasure. I have love and peace. I have a little tiny coin. I have a shell. Your name could be Shell. And then I have 2 dragonflies. The only 2 in the bowl out of all those trinkets. I pulled 2 dragonflies. The only 2 in the bowl. Interesting. Alright, trinkets from this bowl, please. Holy Spirit. Not very many from this one. I have an angel, a light bulb, no matter where, the love between a grandmother and grandchild is forever, a kundalini, a cactus or a prick, a bullet or a vibrator. Just kidding. A bullet. I have an Eiffel Tower. And I have an arrow for Sagittarius. Alright, I hope I did this reading at least a little bit of justice. Holy cow, it was one of the hardest readings I've done in a long time. Somebody said, what did your best friend want to say about all this mess? Best friend, chime in, please. Pet all the dogs and show you care. Pet all the dogs and show you care. And Instant Magic Oracle, you have a message too. These are our faithful books that we love, don't we? Don't we, Collective? We love these books. I am. And then fill in the blank because you decide what you are. I am fucking amazing. I am number 1. I am shit. I am the best. I am not broken anymore. Alright, you decide what you are. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. The angels have something to say. Wow, this reading is getting long. The angels want to talk about how powerful your creative power is and how you need healing. And they also want to tell you that you're going to have people, places, and things strategically placed where you need them for your best, highest, and greatest good. And that you're needing gratitude. And they're going to help you with that. And they also want me to tell you what's going to happen with your money. Talk to the collective about their career and finances, please, Spirit. You're going to be a networker. You have a gift. There's going to be a gift. Remember the gift? You have a gift. A networker. A designer. And it has something to do with parenthood. Your parents. Your gift. They have a gift. You're going to give maybe your parents a gift. And it has to do with helping them to network and design. What's going to outcome be? What's going to outcome be? I don't even know how to talk. a surprise when it comes to spell work. Clarify that. You're going to the next level. There's a mechanic, a windfall. You're going to have recognition, and you're going to be a planner. So you're going to the next level because you're working, and you're fixing something that's going to bring a windfall. The next level, mechanic, windfall, recognition, and planning. You're taking off. You're about to have a windfall. What are you working on mechanically? You're tweaking something mechanically. It's about your social media. You're working on your social media business and sharing your spirituality. And somebody is going to promote you. Somebody's going to promote you. Can you clarify the promoter? It's somebody in leadership. They are an entertainer. They do odd jobs, and you're a writer. You have new gifts being activated. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now have a great day. Bye-bye.